Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing all right with everything that's going on in the world. It's crazy times. But today we have a Lenovo Thinkpad Yoga S1. I believe it's first generation. That has a busted DC jack. And it looks like the DC jack and then this, which I believe is part of the dock connector. So if you use this with a docking station, this would be part of it. I think it's all one piece, at least according to the jack that we ordered. So this will be interesting. We'll see to take this thing apart and see how that comes out. So you know the drill. A couple screws around the sides. We're just going to go ahead and take them out and go from there. Okay, so we have all the screws out. Let's grab our spudger and let's see how this thing comes out. Let's just find a seam here. Okay. Alright, that came out really easy. I wonder if this thing's been taken apart before, but there wasn't much slack to that at all. Okay, so here's the bottom of the jack. See if it'll zoom. Or not zoom, but focus. Yeah, so that's what we need to figure out how to take out. Alright, so I guess we're just going to start by taking everything we see out. Okay, so we got the motherboard out. Let's take out the CMOS battery too, certify where we need to be. I actually had the most screws on the motherboard I've seen in a long time. So yeah, this is the jack. Let's just see if the part we got is the same. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright. How are we going to take this out? So let's get a closer look. Alright, so not entirely sure what the best way to go about taking this out is going to be. Never replaced one of these before. So I think this has got some weird little coating on it. Yeah, it's got some weird coating on it. Alright. I think the best method might be to introduce some fresh solder to these pads and then maybe use the hot air station to try and remove this. So let's put some blocks on it. Get some solder ready, and basically let's just try to introduce some fresh solder into this thing. Okay. Alright, so we have our flux on there. Just gonna try and introduce some leaded solder in here to mix in with the probably unleaded solder that they have, and see if we can just lower the melting point. exactly sure that actually even worked all that well. Alright, sorry about that. My camera settings were a little off, or something looked off, so I just had to play with that for a second. I think it's a little bit better now, but anyway, we introduced some solder. I don't really think it did anything. But yeah, I'm going to turn on my hot air station and let that come to temperature, and then while we do that, I am going to use a little Kapton tape and kind of tape off this little area. Okay, so got this all set up. I got it just kind of in a vise here. I got some Kapton tape trying to protect some of these components, but it's not sticking too well because of the flux and everything that was on there. So I'm just going to start to heat this up a little bit. Let's see if we can get this DC jack to drop. I'm going to start from far away, just kind of try to heat up the area, the whole board a little bit. Yeah, we're going to melt this plastic pretty good, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to raise the heat a little bit on my hot air station. And the airflow. Okay. Looks like it's out. Okay, so we have everything set up a little bit. And I'm going to try and just use some solder wick and see if we can wick away some of this. We might have to add more solder to like these smaller pads, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So let's see. So gone a little bit further than I thought we'd be at the step, so that's kind of good. Okay. Alright, so let's grab a good new jack and place it in here. Okay. That's weird because the pins don't go all the way through. So I'm just gonna have to fill these holes with solder and see what happens. So course, it's flux time. Okay. Let's see if I can put something underneath it. Kind of keep it. Keep some tension on it. See if that works. Alright, take soldering iron out with a temp. This one's actually kind of fun. Most laptops these days are not set up with this. I'm just going to flood this with some solder. So I hope everyone's being safe and healthy. Hopefully this coronavirus has not turned your life too upside down, but it's kind of hard right now. Everyone's just trying to find their way. Alright, I'm going to change my soldering tip, put some more flux on here. Okay, so I got this thing back together, except for the bottom screws. Just want to test it out. So let's plug in the jack. Got any lights anywhere? Don't see any light. Oh. Alright. So my bench power supply is taking an amp of current, so sounds like it's charging the battery.